Hey guys, welcome back to Generation Jesus. I'm Emma, and today I'm here with Drew Bradley.
Hey guys, I'm Drew. I'm 19. I was homeschooled in high school and pretty much all my life. So
Yeah, the homeschool life's the best life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I grew up homeschooled as well, so we can definitely relate on that. And being able to be like a kid, and like how was it for you?
It was good, being homeschooled had a lot of time.
Lots
I
of
was
time.
able to get up, get my school done, go do what I want. So
Right.
growing up kind of in the woods and enjoying that part.
Oh,
and
yeah.
doing whatever I want out there.
There was
cool.
a lot of fort building in my household.
Absolutely.
Whether that was inside or outside, there was always a fort. I think my proudest one was probably, me and my brother Stevie built a teepee outside that lasted like 4 months. And every day after school, it's like, gotta get the schoolwork done first. But after you got it done, we got to go outside and like hang in the teepee. So homeschooling is great.
No,
It's
that's
so much
cool.
fun. It gives
Yeah,
you a
we
lot
did
of
the same
freedom.
thing.
You learn a lot. And like you said, you like to be outside. How did you like learn and see the Lord doing that? Like, do you have stories about that?
No, yeah. Always enjoyed being outside, really.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up with my cousins first off, and then my little brothers and stuff. Just kind of, like you said, cutting trees down or whatever it was. That was what we did. Playing in the ditches, swimming, fishing. Definitely fishing was a big one for me.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. And you still fish? You still fish now?
absolutely.
All the time. Yeah, and I think there's something cool about being in nature and like the practice of like noticing and like noticing the Lord in nature. Like my thing is flowers. Like flowers like is how I see the Lord, and in like sunrises and sunsets. Like those are like my two biggest thing. Like I can go to church and I can go and hear these speakers speak and get like really good wisdom and words and like all these things, but I see the Lord in like so many different ways, but like through nature and like really through flowers and through sunrises and sunsets. Is there like
No, yeah.
ways that you see him?
It's kind of cool, like you said, I fish a lot, and pretty much recently, probably after high school, is when I really started fishing hard, and doing a little bit different style where I was able to get a boat, so I was able to go and explore some of the marsh and that stuff, which is cool because it's stuff I've never seen before.
It's different.
It is.
Yeah.
And the exploration's literally endless. I mean,
Wow. Yeah.
I haven't even scratched the surface of all the cool stuff and
That's
different
exciting.
things. Yeah.
Like but like knowing that like you haven't seen it all. So it doesn't get like.
Every time I go out, there's something new. And it's something to do with creation,
Yeah.
either a creature or something to do with the water.
Right.
How that's,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. The creatures we see out there and the fish, the dolphins, the birds,
That's
alligators.
crazy.
It's fun to
It's
watch.
so fun. And it's cool. Like I love details and like seeing details within the creatures and like how like the way they look and different colors. Like that's really cool that you get to like see things that are so different all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
No, it's cool. And I'm pretty passionate about the way I do fish, so the way I do fish is very slow. It's really not about the fish.
Right.
We don't catch as many fish as, say, other people do fishing a different way. It's mostly sight fishing, sight oriented. So you're looking, you're watching.
Wow.
And I mean, I could drift on a couple 100 yards and just watch, catch one or two fish, cool. But the amount
Like
of different types of fish, I mean,
Wow.
the little bait fish, I mean, we pulled up some bait fish. You couldn't even see the ground. It was really cool, and it's like, geez, like that's amazing,
Wow.
Things like that, just watching slow and appreciating that is pretty cool.
That's cool. And like I appreciate like like I said earlier, the like taking time to notice. Like I think that's so important. And like when you start noticing, you start hearing things too. Like you hear the wind in like the grass, you hear the birds, you hear like I don't know, like what else is out there? Anything, like the bugs, the frogs, like all of it, like you hear it all. And like once you start noticing it, and it's really cool because it becomes this like, especially around my house, the amount of frogs we have is crazy. My mom loves her frogs. She has this whole pond it's like a fountain that like doesn't work anymore, but it's like just become this like habitat for these frogs, and she loves them. And for so long I got so annoyed with the sound at night because I'm like trying to study or do something and they're just so loud. But it's so cool to hear them because like all of a sudden like the crickets are there and like, it becomes this like song almost. And it's so cool that yes, as humans we can sing and like worship the Lord, but like the Bible says like creation will like worship him. And I think that is also so cool. Like, I don't know. That's just something I love.
No, that's cool. I agree with you. Whenever we go fishing and stuff, like and whoever's I'm with, normally we listen to music on the run out. I'll put the speaker on or whatever. But as soon as we turn the motor off, start fishing, I'm turning it off.
Yeah.
I mean, just to sit there and listen is pretty cool. It's like I know around here there's so much noise.
Right.
You know, I live right by the interstate, so it's constant like the whole time. And once you get out there, I mean, it's like dead silent. You can hear everything. You hear a little fish jump and turn your head. Where's that? You know, it's pretty cool.
Where was it?
We do it all the time. Like 100 yards away, you see something blow up, and you're like, what? So that's
Gotta get over
cool.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What have you learned through like fishing about, or like what have you like noticed about like your faith and like God and like how do you see him out there?
I told you like I started fishing more after high school. Coming out of high school, the Lord actually like really used fishing for me. It's kind of weird, like cliche, call it whatever you want. But coming out of high school, you know, lost a lot of friends. People went to college, church issues, different things like that. So didn't really have too many people. But fishing, the Lord kind of was able to give me a boat to use that worked finally, and was able to get out there. And it was kind of like, I mean, when I got there, I'm a big thinker. You know, my brain's like constantly.
Me too.
When I get out there, just like it just shuts off. It really does. Like
That's
it's
nice.
And there was many times I've gone out there by myself, and it's just like quiet, me and him. You know, being able to.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, there's times I've gone out there by myself and not caught anything. You know, and it's just like, it was like a fulfilling time. You know, it's not draining. It lifts me up. It really does. You know, it's a time of communion. It really is for me. You know.
Yeah.
Even when I'm out there with people, the conversations on the boat. You know, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Like finding your spot and finding a place where the Lord can really like get to you and like like I don't know what I would say like that would be for me. I think I am constantly on the go, like constantly just moving, but I recharge by being like alone and journaling. Journaling is like the way I recharge. I'm a big thinker. I will literally like drive and like go sit somewhere and just journal and read my Bible. And I think that's a way that I like just kind of can go to a quiet place because I mean, being the oldest of 7 kids and working and just doing life, you know, like there's not many times where like I find quiet, but that's so cool that you get to he's like use that for you because the time after high school is difficult, especially if you're not going off to college and doing like the typical 4 years, you know, like I'm not like like it's a hard spot to be in, and the fact that the Lord gave that to you is so cool and sweet. No,
it is cool because, you know, not having anybody and whatnot, the Lord used it, but now having people that I can take with me that
and
I can
share
have
that.
deep conversations
That's
with,
so
you know,
cool.
whether it's my little brothers or friends or what, you know, and even heck, I still have a friend that I met and grew my relationship through fishing, and we've been, I mean, it's been years, you know, and it's through fishing, and it's one of my most, you know, Christian brothers. Like I go talk to him about anything.
That's awesome.
Which is, it's kind of cool, you know, looking back. I didn't even think about that. Looking back, because of fishing is really where that relationship grew and started. You know? It was kind of cool.
Yeah. Do you have like, is there any like, I know like you said you'll go out there for like the quiet and like to really just kind of like hear God, see God, but was there any like specific moment that like you like remember like from being out there that like was impactful, or is it just kind of just like a good place to go?
No, there's one time I remember, and it was like one of the first times I had gone out by myself. And I was like, it was last year, late summer or something. Bugs were bad. And I remember going out there like long sleeve, you know, wearing a mask, glasses, everything I could to keep these didn't work. You know, like bugs everywhere. And they're like crawling through the holes in my mask. They're like little gnats, so they just bother you.
Oh, gnats are the worst.
It was bad. But I remember like, you know, I was by myself, music off, and just trying to fish and just being like irritated as heck, you know. But being there with the Lord through that, you know, I don't know, there was something special about it because I'll never forget, you know, being eaten by bugs. But what it came around with it, you know, it was like, yeah, I'm getting eaten by bugs, but I was still able to, I don't know how to explain it. I just remember being, you know, with him in that moment more than a lot of other moments.
I think that's like a almost like through life you can kind of think about it like that. Like you're gonna have all these like distractions and like really annoying things that like come up through your life, and you're gonna constantly feel nagged by people. But like if you really trust the Lord and you lean on him, like those things like can't. It's like the Lord's like putting this like guard up like for you, you know, like he through that he's still there and you can still rely on him and know that like he's gonna be with you. I think that's cool. That is like even though it's all about bugs.
No, yeah, but
cool story.
I think you're right. You know, even though it's something annoying or trying to distract you, you can still, you know, he's still there. You can still focus on him even through it. You know, because definitely been through that in life as well. You know, distractions and just trying to stay focused on him through it all.
I think something, I actually wrote this down and I marked it because I like remembered I was at camp because I worked at a camp I've gone to this past summer, which was a very challenging time to work there, but it was very fulfilling doing like being the hands and feet of Jesus. But they asked a certain question like, how do you see God in nature? And the first thing I thought of, and I said this earlier, was flowers. Like I just see the Lord in flowers and I just love them. And they're like, well, what about them? And like I like wrote stuff down, and a lot of times I think people don't think there can be growth in the dark times, but flowers are still growing in the dark, you know? The flowers are still there. They haven't moved, you know? They still grow in the darkness. They show that the Lord pays attention to detail. And like I said earlier, like I love detail. And they show like, and it's cool because if the Lord could take so much time to create this beautiful flower, like, and he still thinks we are so much more than that, you know? Like we are his, like he thinks of us as his most perfect creation. But like you look at the flower and you're like, how? Because like it's beautiful. Like if you really look at it. And so it just shows that he pays attention to detail and that like we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I don't know. I thought that was really cool.
No, it's cool.
And he can, and it's also a reminder that he can make good out of like bad or like annoying or like the little weed flowers, you know, like the little, like the tiny little wildflowers that like, you're like, usually if you mow the lawn, they're gone, you know, but like a little girl or a little kid might find so much beauty in that and like put them together, make a bouquet for their mom. And that's still so beautiful, you know, because it's the thought. And it's just like, it's cool to see how the Lord works through nature to remind us like that he still puts so much thought and detail into us. And sometimes I think we often forget that. And I don't know, like that's my way of seeing the Lord in nature, and also through sunrises and sunsets, because it's a new painting every night and morning, and you're not going to see the same one again. And it's a fresh start. Like the sunrise is my favorite because it's just like a reminder of something new, and that like if you're still breathing, you're still here for a purpose, and you know, like it's a new day. I don't know.
No, I'm with you.
That's how I see the Lord in nature.
The sunrises and sunsets are cool.
Yeah.
There's been times, especially out on the water, like, I mean, you running back however long, 20, 30 miles. And it's like, you know, a long run. Sometimes you wish it didn't end. Like the sunsets.
Right.
I can't tell you how many pictures I have on my phone. It's
if
bad.
you look up like the sky or like like sunsets, it's like half my camera roll. And my family, we love the beach. We love the beach. And so I sit and I wait and I wait and I wait for the sunset because it's my favorite part of the day. And there have been so many times where, I have another example, but there have been so many times where I've just been like brought to tears because of them, because they're just so beautiful. But my example, so we were there, and for some reason this past summer, it was just here and in Florida, constant rain and lightning and just storms. It was constant. It was nonstop, always there. And so we were in Florida, and we'd come home from like trying to go eat dinner, but the rain was just too bad to even get out the car.
Oh,
and it was really bad. We could not see the road driving home. And we go out in the balcony and you look to your left, and it was this insane lightning storm. And then you look to your right, and it was the most beautiful sunset. And then there was just in between of like both. And it was such a cool reminder that like the Lord's in it all, and they're both so beautiful, but like he can bring you over, you know, like, I don't know. He works in crazy ways, and he shows me so many things through nature. And I think I could learn so much more in nature and in his creation than I could ever, like sitting in church, which is great. Go sit in church and listen to your pastor, because that's important. Because that's community, and that's, you know, being taught. But taking the time to notice him outside of that is so cool, because he's not just in church. He's not just there. He's everywhere. And you just have to like take the time to notice it, you know?
Absolutely.
So
yeah, no,
that's my little.
It's kind of cool, because I'll show you. That was the Bible verse that I was kind of thinking about. Was, you might actually have it marked, but is Romans 1:20. And I know for me, creation isn't just cool that I like, oh man, cool, like, you know, God created it. But, you know, there've been times where, you know, whatever, I'm struggling or something, and you have doubts, you know. And I think about it, like, I mean, every time that I've had a doubt, this has crossed my mind. It's like, if I weren't to believe in a God, like if I were to just be like, okay, man, you're not real anymore, where am I going to blame all the, you know, the earth?
Right.
Like, seriously,
Wow.
I think about that, like atheists or whatever, like, I mean, I can't imagine thinking like this came from nothing, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what Romans 1:20 says is, for since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his internal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. I think it's cool, you know? I mean, you look around and it's just like, yeah, I know even atheists are amazed by the beauty of a sunset or a sunrise, but like looking behind that, you know, there's an artist behind it. Like, geez, like, I don't know. There's been times the other day I was in the sunset, like I was riding back, you know, in the boat in the sunset. I mean, it was one of the prettiest sunsets I've ever seen. I'm just like, geez, like I was almost posting on Instagram, like, this is so cool. Like, I was like, man, but I didn't do that. But like, it's cool, you know? Like, seeing, like you said, like a new sunset. It's a new painting every day.
It makes you want to share it with people. Like it makes you want to let people know that like there's such a cool God that's out there and is behind you and behind all of this. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I bet, you know, he enjoys sitting at watching us enjoy his creation. Like, actually amazed. He's like, yeah, I made that. You know, like, I think
I did that.
I know he's like, you know, he's proud of it, you know?
Yeah.
I know he is. I know he's giving it to us to enjoy, you know?
Yeah. And I also think, and I wrote it down, it's verse Genesis 9:13, and it says, I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant, like his promise. And it's cool because like he's telling us that when you, like, it's a reminder, like he is reminding you through nature, and he's reminding you through something that like we can't do that. Like, we can't create that. Like, we can create rainbows like through like certain lighting and however they do it, but like we cannot create the one in the sky. We can't. And it's so cool because he tells us that like and it's as a reminder that like that is his covenant. That's a reminder of his covenant and his promise. So I thought that was just another cool example of like how the Lord is in nature. It's just a cool way to like see him. And I was in DC 2 summers ago. And I went to the Bible Museum and they had this show called All Creation Sings. And it was this beautiful, like show, I guess. But it was we were in this room. It was all white walls. So like there's projectors everywhere. So all around you is like, you just sit on the ground. It's all around you. Like it's the show. And it's about how all creation sings and all creation. And it just showed this beautiful picture of how it's not just us that are worshiping the Lord. It's like his creation worships him. And Psalm 66:4 says, all the earth bows down to you. They sing praise to you. They sing the praise of your name. And it says it again in the Bible. Like this is the truth. Like the nature bows down to him, you know? I don't know. It's just so cool. And it's cool. Like one of the coolest topics. I don't know.
No, I'm with you. I mean, I probably could talk forever about it, really. It's cool,
There's so many examples of it. Like, you can go on and on.
I mean, there's really no other place I'd rather be. And then I recently started hunting, and that's I mean, just to go sit, like you said, go sit in the woods and like really like. I mean, sometimes we even sit on the ground, you know.
Yeah.
And like you're sitting on the ground, you like really appreciate what's around you. Like, I mean, bugs crawling over you. It's like a little weird, but it's like I don't appreciate you, but no, but it's cool, you know. Like I have pictures in my phones of like random moss, and it's like, man, I didn't know this existed,
right?
You know, and it's like you said, the details. The Lord was obviously he loves his details. I mean, he's so big, and his creation's huge. Yet there's little tiny things that, I mean, if he erased that off the world, wouldn't anybody notice? You know what I mean?
Right.
But he put it in there.
But he put it there for a purpose, and it's just the art of noticing. Like it's just noticing him and his creation. There, like the ocean. There are so many things that we don't know about the ocean that is there. We don't know. Like that's just another thing that you just have to like think about. Like we can only know so much. Our brain capacity, like we can't take it all. Like we can't understand him. But I think we can appreciate him so much more, you know, because we don't know it all. There's so much, and it gets you excited because you can go out and like try to find cool things and see new things and discover, and I love it.
I think the more we try to understand, the more we like blown away by it.
Right.
Know? The more I explore it, at least the more I see of it, you know, as you just get older and see more of the world. I mean, the more I'm really am amazed by it. You know, it really is cool. I really appreciate, you know, his creation more and more over the past couple of years of seeing it, being in it. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Well, do you have any last thoughts?
No, I think it's
good. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you felt encouraged by this, and I hope that you can learn to notice and see the Lord in nature. And yeah, y'all stay tuned for the next one.